the meantime, we'll also talk about as far as the other political parties are concerned, because already the announcement of support that has been made by the Congress, that was the first one. However, despite having 5 of those MLAs with the TVK, it is still unable to form the government. Then what we are now looking at is the additional support coming in from the left. But the other party which seems to be keeping TVK's Vijay waiting is the VCK, because VCK is yet to confirm its stand on supporting and backing TVK. The VCK meanwhile has declared that they will announce their stand later today. But meanwhile, there are certain terms and conditions. So through reports and sources, what we are now picking up, what is the VCK now demanding? There should be a post of the Deputy CM, and there should be 1 cabinet berth at least that needs to be given to the party. Another set of demand, what is being said, that the MLA seat that has been vacated by Vijay, remember he fought on 2 seats, he has to vacate one of them. The other seat that Vijay won, that needs to go to the VCK. Another demand is that of the MP seat for the VCK president. And also another demand through sources, what we are learning, is the Legislative Act for the SC welfare. That needs to be taken up by when it comes to Vijay, if he becomes the Chief Minister. So let's in the meantime talk about, as far as the developments are also concerned, how DMK ally could have possibly supported Vijay. And this is the other one which we are speaking of, is the IUML. Because the IUML has made it clear that they stand with DMK alliance, they stand with MK Stalin, and they will not lend support to Vijay for now. While reports had earlier claimed and emerged saying that the IUML have sent a letter of support via an email, IUML has now clarified saying that they will neither be a part of the new government nor they will lend support externally or even from outside. But even if Vijay does manage to form the government, let's get you this explainer, because the TVK chief is also said to have his fair share of challenges. Let's in the meantime listen into what the IUML has to say.
There is no question about that. We are continuing with the DMK alliance. Will it change in the morning? No. No.
So as far as the VCK stand is concerned, that remains to be seen. But when it comes to multiple smaller parties coming together, you remember at the time when coalition compulsions is something that used to be a term that was often used, and that seems to be the bigger challenge if Vijay, takes oath as the Chief Minister. So it's going to be a fragile coalition, pushing for multiple compromises there. There would be demands of cabinet pressures and Deputy CM demands that seems to be already made by certain political parties. Of course, when it comes to the party, which is about 2 years old, there is lack of experience on how Vijay will handle the allies and keeping the MLAs united, because yes, there are serious fears of poaching and horse trading, and that will lead to further political instability. Also quickly delivering on the high expectations, that seems to be the Makkal mandate as far as the single largest party is concerned, but still falling short of the majority mark. So there is a very little grace period. And remember, DMK has already said that they will wait and watch as far as Vijay's first 6 months in power is concerned. And that leaves Vijay with the support of just the Congress and the left. While the Congress will be a part of the government, the left is set to provide outside support to the party. But this could even create more problems for the TVK government going forward, and here why it matters. Let's get you that plan now, because when it comes to Vijay's government there, barely crossing the majority mark, that means wafer thin majority. And then what happens as far as the opposition India alliance is concerned, or India bloc is concerned, what happens to that coalition government in Tamil Nadu? And when we talk about the left and the VCK, which are formally, distancing themselves from Stalin's DMK, is Stalin's DMK now being sidelined? And DMK may be, able to use left and VCK to rather have their kind of an influence on the TVK, because as far as this extraordinary emergency powers that Stalin, has been given to him, provided that they believe that there is instability in the state, and the new government formation should have already happened. Then the AIADMK and the BJP, keeping them out of the power play in Tamil Nadu, that seems to be the very focus. However, there were other multiple scenarios that were also being talked about of the, coming together of AIADMK and the DMK as well, which is something that has never been thought about. So Dharani, when we are taking a look as far as multiple scenarios are concerned, are we expecting that when it comes to the picture that will be clearer today, as far as multiple meetings with the governor has already happened, and the governor is asking for the letters of support? Show me the numbers and then he can take oath.
Well, at the moment, Vijay has 116 in his hands because he himself has won 108 seats through his party Tamilaka Vetri Kalagam, and the Congress has 5 seats and the left parties have 2 seats each. So the tally right now stands at 116. So today morning, the Viduthalai Chittagal Katchi led by Thirumaaveluvan will announce its decision about support to Vijay or not. So in fact, since yesterday morning, we've been reporting that the VCK is likely to extend support to Vijay Tamilaka Vetri Kalagam, but last night, in a last-minute twist and turn, VCK Chief Thirumaaveluvan had a meeting with former Chief Minister M.K. Stalin at the latest party headquarters, and in that meeting, of course, the current political circumstance was discussed, and post that meeting, Thirumaaveluvan said that he will be announcing his decision about supporting Vijay or not today morning. So now we have to wait for the press conference by Viduthalai Chittagal Katchi.
In case of support, that means then Vijay will then have the numbers, because again it was being said that today would be the day on Saturday at around 11 a.m. when Vijay was slated to take oath. However, that doesn't seem to be happening, because as far as the required numbers are concerned, Vijay still seems to be awaiting confirmation. Please to stay on with us, Dharni. Another important update coming in this morning, because as far as the left is also concerned, which says that it is going to provide external support to TVK, but the left has also now slammed the governor. The left says that this is governor manufactured impasse, and the CPI leader M.A. Baby is asking that when it comes to asking to prove a majority by a certain political party, that should be done on the floor of the House and not at the Lok Bhavan.
The Honorable Governor of Tamil Nadu did not invite the leader of the single largest party. He of course had a meeting with the leader of the single largest party, but he was asking to show the numbers who are going to support him, who are going to make him a majority in the assembly. That is actually not the responsibility of the governor.
Now, Dharni, that seems to be the contention that is also coming in from the Congress's side, and of course when it comes to the left, who now believes that Vijay should be allowed to at least take oath.
Well, the Congress and the left, they say that Vijay need not prove his majority at the lawn of the Raj Bhavan. He can prove his majority in the floor of the assembly, and the governor demanding Vijay to prove majority before the swearing-in ceremony is completely unacceptable, is what the Congress and the left parties they are telling. So they are telling that the governor is trying to create hurdles for Vijay in the formation of his government, because he can very well allow Vijay to do the swearing-in ceremony, and post the swearing-in ceremony, Vijay can have 2 weeks time to prove his majority in the floor of the House, and in the floor of the assembly Vijay can go on and prove his majority, is what both Congress and left are telling. But without giving Vijay this option, the governor is demanding Vijay to prove the majority before the swearing in itself. This is completely unacceptable. Vijay has no need to prove his majority at the launch of Lok Bhavan. He can prove his majority at the floor of the assembly, is what both the Congress and the left parties they are telling. And remember, these three parties, they are currently extending support to Vijay Tamilaka Vetri Kalagam in the formation of a government. In fact, the Congress has formally joined the TVK as an alliance partner, and as far as the left parties are concerned, even though they have not joined Vijay as allies, they've told that they will be extending outside support to Vijay for the formation of a government, and that they will not take part in any of the cabinet berths.
All right. Well, that seems to be the very development there, because as far as the government formation is concerned, Vijay is also waiting for any confirmation coming in from the other political parties. As far as VCK's stand is concerned, that is yet to be known. Thank you very much for the moment, Dharni, for joining us here on the broadcast. This is going to be the big story and the update that we'll be tracking for our viewers. In the meantime, let's move on and